What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be checking out the Eufy SoloCam E40. There are quite a few different features on this that I really like, and I'm excited to tell you about it. Let's start off with, this is 100% wireless, wire-free, no battery. Well, no battery. I said that. It is battery operated. There is no needing to have it plugged in. All you do is charge it up and then hook it up to the mount, and you're free to go. It connects to your network via wireless, and everything's sent through your local network. The next thing is, look at the size of this. It's not too bad. It's not too big, and it's not too awkward size. So you're gonna be able to put this up anywhere in your house or outside your house, and it's not gonna look out of place by any means. And then with Eufy's SoloCam series, they don't require a base or a hub so that it records to. The cool thing about being the SoloCam is it has onboard memory on the camera. This one has 8 gigabytes, which they say is 2 months of recording. Not too bad. It's quite a bit actually, considering the fact that you can download the footage to your phone if you're running out of space or think that you're worried about running out of space. The price on this is $129.99. I'll link it in the description below so you can check it out yourself. That's just one camera. Not a bad price for an Ultra 2K camera, which is also fantastic. That produces an image that's pretty crystal clear for daytime and nighttime with night vision. Now, one thing to consider is this has AI detection, so that way it's going to try to detect humans. They say 99% detection rate for humans only, which is great. That way it doesn't get movement of your tree or movement of a pet or anything like that, or maybe even a vehicle. But what's really nice about that is when you have human AI detection on this enabled, you can also on the phone set up your own little zones to record off of only. So that way, if there's a tree and it's causing you a problem, or if your neighbor is always coming in and if you're getting your neighbor a little bit and you're getting their face or whatever it is, you can say, don't record anything in my neighbor's driveway. And it'll allow you to do that. So that's really nice to have. And I don't see a lot of security cameras out there in that price range that have that capability on their app. So the AI detection and the ability of drawing your own zones on the app for recording is pretty neat. Now the setup of this is pretty quick and easy. All you got to do is go to your phone app, download the Eufy app if you don't have it already, and then select the phone or select the camera you want or you're using, and then hit the sync button, and then it's going to ask you what Wi-Fi do you want to use, what's the password, and then you want to angle your phone to the camera with the QR code. So that way it can send all that information to the camera itself. I almost said phone camera. And then it gets all set up. And then you go through the prompts and it takes you through all that. So it's a pretty easy setup. So let's go ahead and look and see what the box looks like, what's on the box, kind of a little bit more information about it, as well as what you get in the box. Here's the front of the box. You got the Eufy Cam Security, standalone security camera, wire-free 2K resolution. This is completely wire-free. 120-day battery life here. 165 or IP65 weatherproof, and works with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. And then Solo Pro or Eufy Cam Solo Pro right here. On the side here, live view and recording history, instant notification, multi-user access, activity zones to reduce false notifications, enhanced AI human detection, and two-way audio. Then back here, 100% wire-free, detailed night vision, waterproof again, battery life 120 days, human detection, and activity zones. Kind of a repeat on the other side. So here is their window sticker here. And you have, looks like a kind of a quick guide here. You have a template for mounting the brackets, and then a quick start guide right here to kind of get you going. You have mounting screws and drywall anchors. You have the USB-A to micro USB charging cable. And they don't provide you the charging brick, but in 2022, who does not have a USB charging brick? You have the bracket or the mount for the camera with the screw, quarter 20 screw there. Then you have the camera here. It's actually not a bad size here. So you got the PIR sensor here. You have status notification lights up here, or not notification, but status lights, as well as microphone and camera here. Then you also have their logo here, Eufy Security. You have a sync button at the top. On the back, you have a QR code with the mounting hole here. So the quarter 20 screw right there, but the QR code allows you to connect it to your phone. And then back here is the charging port. Then on the bottom you have the speaker. So let's go ahead and get this charged up and connect to my phone, and let's talk about it. So now that you've seen what you get in the box and a little bit more about it on the box, or the information that's on the box, the installation of this is pretty easy. You got the mount here, so literally you just unscrew this, and then there's 2 screw holes here. Use the provided screws, trowel anchors if you need to, or concrete anchors or anything like that, and then mount the mount, and then screw the section. I don't even know what to call this. I almost call it a sectional mount, but mount the mount, and then the camera mount you screw on, and then you just screw the Eufy camera to it. Now, one thing I don't really like about this, and I wish Eufy did a little bit different, most of their other cameras have magnetic mounts, or give you at least the option of this and a magnetic mount, or either or, not and. Eufy, I wish you did that. I really did. I really do. But they didn't, so this is what you're stuck with for now. Not a big deal. Makes it a little bit more permanent. Also, since the battery lasts, they say 120 days, I probably would think it's going to anywhere from 75 days to 90. 120 is probably max, not very much motion at all. I'd say 75 to 90, depending on what you have going on, where the camera is, and how many notifications you're going to get. We will check out the app here in just a second. But I also want to show you what the quality of the camera looks like during the daytime, during the nighttime for night vision, what the audio quality is going to be, so when someone's talking or what you can hear going on, because that's important, as well as when I walk out in front of this camera and it senses motion, how long does it take to alert my phone? Because that's super important too, right? Last thing I want to do is get alerted that there's motion and go and pull up what's going on, and the motion had already happened like 10 minutes ago, or that's way long, but so if a camera's doing that, that's pretty long and not worth it. So we're going to go ahead and check and see what that looks like. Here's the quality of the video during the daytime, sun, finally got some sun, and here's the audio quality that you're going to hear from the camera. Quality of the video during the nighttime with no lights on, this is what you're going to get with the audio as well. Here is going to be a test of how quickly this notifies my phone. As you can see, I'm on 5G, not my network. Let's see how quickly it detects me and notifies you guys, or at least my phone. There it is. It says someone is spotted. And then there is the thumbnail of me walking into the frame. So what did you think about the quality of the video during the daytime and nighttime? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you on that. I'd like to hear what your opinion is on it. For $129 is not bad for an Ultra HD security camera that's battery operated. That's my personal opinion, I guess. Let me know if you think it's pretty good for $129. So let's go ahead and jump in the app on my phone, and let's just kind of browse through it real quick and see what options and different settings you can kind of get yourself into. All right, so here is the app, and it's listing my devices. So I just have one right now. It's this camera, which is, I named it Backyard. And it's the last snapshot it took real quick, kind of in motion. Kind of tells you a snapshot of the battery life, the Wi-Fi connection, or the signal there. They have a 5 with a square on it right there in the image. That means there's 5 notifications, or 5 motion notifications that I can go ahead and look at, backtrack and see what happened. There's 3 dots there that will take me to, I can snooze the notifications as well as settings. So let's go ahead and hit play on here. And it's going to give me a live feed. And you can kind of hear back and forth here. So I'll turn off the sound. So here's a live feed of what's going on in front of the camera. And down below you have, I can record right now to my phone. I can do a snapshot. I like the scissors. It doesn't really mean snapshot. It's kind of weird. Oh well. I can press and hold on to this microphone button to talk to the camera, or talk to somebody that's near the camera. I can listen in, which it automatically does. And then also I have their 3 hamburger menu bars. So I can go ahead and backtrack to see what it's picked up and what days. I can snooze notifications again. And then there's a little light bulb, it looks like, with lights coming off of it, or whatever it is. This is actually the siren. So it has a 90 decibel siren on it. So the ones with the base model, they have a siren on the base. This one has on the camera as well. And since you don't have a base, it's 90 decibels. We're not going to do it right now because it's pretty loud. But at least if something's going on and you want to scare them away, just hit the siren. And then you got the settings button. And then also you see right here, it tells you how many kilobytes a second that it's transferring to my phone. So let's go into settings. Again, kind of, you can turn off the camera here, but again, you get battery, how good the signal is for the Wi-Fi. It doesn't tell you the percentage, but we'll get to that. Motion detection, we'll go ahead and click on that. We have it turned on, human only. You can do all motion if you wanted to. You can do a motion test mode and detect sensitivities. And then the activity zones like I talked about. And let's go back. I got video settings real quick. I can set it up to streaming quality of high quality, auto, medium, low. It just depends on your cell phone signal or Wi-Fi signal on your phone. Recording quality, you can actually record in 1080p if you want, or you can just do 2K. I recommend 2K, but if you want to save and you got a lot of recordings going on, you might save a little battery life for 1080p instead of 2K. And then you got auto night vision, which I recommend keeping on, unless you have a situation where you're at nighttime, it's got a lot of light. You got audio settings, so you can do microphone turn on and off, speaker volume, high, low, and medium. It's not even low, medium, high, medium, low. Notifications, they have different notifications here. Most effective, or most efficient, which will give you without any delay. Only text. So just say there's motion at this time. Full effect, you get a text notification first, then a thumbnail is included if available. So it gives you a quick thumbnail of what it detected. So if you're walking next to it or someone's walking next to it, it gives you a quick snapshot that you can click in into. Include thumbnail at all times if available, which is interesting because this one says if available too. Both should do that, but I left it on full effect. And then you can change the actual notification tone, which is really nice because a lot of them are just default iPhone, which is like 60% of all the notifications on my phone, which sucks. So I can change this if I wanted to whatever I want, or at least whatever they provide me. And then we got general, which I can rename it, what Wi-Fi connection it's connected to, power management, which if you click in there, optimal battery life, surveillance, custom recording. So you can set how long it records for. You can even say stop recording after motion. Just go in there and deal with it yourself. That wasn't a nice way to say it. Go in there and just kind of customize it to how you want it. Power source settings. So you can get a solar panel for this. And right now it's just battery, but I can switch it to solar panel if it was that. And then here is your 95%, the percentage of the battery life. It sucks that you have to go in all the way to power management to get to that. But at least you don't get just the bars. And then detection statistics, and it'll tell you how many days it's up. 5 days right now since it's been last charged. 16 total detected events and recorded events saved. So you can get a little stats pack. Time settings, storage, and mounting guide. So it kind of shows you how to mount it if you need those. And then you can also share the device to somebody else. You can share somebody else. They can have their own login and all that for Eufy, not use yours. And you can share this to your wife, kids, parents, whatever you want to, family, friends, whoever you want to. And then you can restart the device and remove device. And that's it on the app. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on the Eufy E40 or SoloCam E40. It's a long name, but at least it gives you some insight on this. And if you are on the fence of purchasing it, hopefully this video helped you out in some way on that. If it did, if it helps you out some way, give me a thumbs up for that. I'm owed that, right? But either way, I'm really starting to really like the Eufy brand. And the reason why that is because of all the stuff that they're innovating with, and they don't charge you a monthly fee. I hate subscriptions. Most people do, and that just seems like it's the thing that everybody's going towards right now in 2021 and 2022, that they're going through subscription plans and all that. And the last thing you want to do that is that for your getting your own recordings and security cam. Now, if they had an SD card on here, might be a little bit nicer, but being that it's got its own onboard, that works too. I don't really care about that much. If that matters to you, this may not work for you. They also don't have the magnetic mount. A little sad about that, but this mount will work as well. Not a big deal. For $129, Ultra HD 2K, up to 120 days battery life, onboard 8 GB memory. I think it's a pretty good purchase, in my opinion. If this is something you're considering and you have any more questions or comments or opinions about it, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. You can check out current pricing or anything like that through the link below of this camera in the description, and also put it in the pinned comment for the top comment, so that way you can check it out yourself. If this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.